Today, another story.
Shamelessly propagated myth is that Prime Minister Narendra Modi's relations with the Muslim community are frosty at best. Any contrary opinion is treated with disdain and ridicule. Having followed this subject closely for 20 years, I am convinced that this is the right time to break free from the shackles of false narratives. The project of portraying Modi as anti-Muslim fails the test of facts. At every step in his political and administrative career, Prime Minister Modi has done everything he can for the welfare of the community. Yes, his style of working does not fit the conventional approach. It provides a refreshing alternative to how empowerment can be done without appeasement and tokenism. It is not widely known that Modi's house in Vajinagar was situated in an area where there were many Muslims. Some of his first and long-lasting friends are Muslims. When he was the Chief Minister of Gujarat, the two districts whose development indices shot up were Kutch and Bharuch. These are districts with high Muslim populations. Among India's westernmost districts, was known for two things post-1947, Registan and Pakistan, the desert and a long border with Pakistan. Tourists would never go there. Officials would not want to serve there. But this was until Modi became CM. After 2001, Kutch's agriculture flourished, industry came to the district, its coastal strengths were harnessed and it emerged as a vibrant tourist destination. In Bharuch, the problem was law and order. Previous Congress governments and top Congress leaders allowed Bharuch to deteriorate. Children who grew up in the 1980s and 90s in Bharuch can never forget the curfews there. Such a scenario prevented wide-scale development. Friends in Gujarat, both Hindus and Muslims, often tell me about the efforts Modi made to develop key spots linked with the Muslim community. He witnessed massive rejuvenation and restoration works under Modi as the CM. Modi visited the Sarkhej Roza on a few occasions, including once with former President APJ Abdul Kalam. Working closely with the ASI, the Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation worked hard to make the Roza and its surrounding areas better. Heritage festivals were initiated, making the Roza a vibrant cultural landmark. The Siri Syed Mosque also got a facelift. As PM, Modi also took the then Prime Minister of Japan Shinzo Abe to the mosque. Kutch is home to the Haji Pir Dargah. Like all parts of Kutch, it faced massive infrastructure-related problems. Modi improved local road networks, enabling devotees to visit the Dargah. As our PM, Modi has time and again showed that he is a leader of the entire nation. I can never forget Prime Minister Modi's words at the Islamic Heritage Conference, organized in Delhi. He said, "Young Muslims should be well versed with the Holy Quran and the computer." His words have resonated across the community. At the core of his leadership is respect for human dignity. Prime Minister Modi's single step of abolishing the triple talaq has ensured that generations of Muslim women lead a better life. Likewise, the decision to allow women to proceed on Hajj without mahram has been hailed a major step towards their empowerment. Prime Minister Modi has also developed a close bond. The 188 toilets constructed there have helped devotees, particularly women. There has been an extensive beautification process which includes the construction of silver cut, a new fountain and renovation of the cleaning machines have been placed at the Jhalra at the iconic palace and a water tank with a capacity of 3 lakh litres has been constructed. Besides, Prime Minister Modi has been offering chadar at the Dargah of the Sufi saint Hazrat Khwaja Moinuddin Chishti in Ajmer Sharif for the last 6 years. This is a clear reflection of his respect and obeisance to all deities and Sufi saints. For the last many years, it has become fashionable among some sections to hate Narendra Modi. My humble question to them is, when will you stop? After 2002, the Supreme Court of India took over most of the probes. The Nanavati Commission was formed. There was a sit in front of which Modi himself deposed for hours. The findings of the commission and the sit are in the public domain. Yet, there is a refusal to believe any of these findings. There have been many analyses of the Modi-led foreign policy, but one facet that stands out is the excellent relations with the Muslim world. Bahrain, the UAE, Palestine, Saudi Arabia and Afghanistan have conferred on him their top honor. The crown princes of the UAE as well as Saudi Arabia have strong personal friendships with the PM. Can anyone forget Prime Minister Modi's special visit to the Grand Mosque in the UAE? Can we forget the PM paying obeisance at Bahrain's Muslims, especially the younger ones among them, are fed up with vote bank politics? Vested interests took away their votes and scared them but delivered nothing. The community wants prosperity and opportunity. It is high time the old shopkeepers of vote bank politics shut shop. In a new India, it is aspiration and inclusion that will speak. Modi has made a start. It is up to us to support him and nurture this great nation that has given us so much, and who gets the opportunity to meet and interact with Prime Minister Narendra Modi terms him as an inspiring leader and a keen listener. The case with Ritesh Agrawal, the founder of OYO, is no different. Ritesh got an opportunity to discuss the travel and tourism industry with Prime Minister Modi. The small conversation he had with the PM helped him galvanize a whole new business model. In a video, Ritesh described Prime Minister Modi as someone who not only has the ability to have very deep attention at the macro level but also as someone who can discuss things which have an impact on the ground level. He shared an example that was given by the Prime Minister. Quoting Prime Minister Modi, Ritesh said, "India is an agrarian economy. There are so many farmers in our country. Their incomes may vary at times. On the other hand, there are people who want to go to villages, seek accommodation and have an experience out of it. Why don't you try village tourism to enable some of these farmers to have a sustainable long-term source of income and for urban dwellers to be able to see what truly a village life is?" Ritesh shared how the few minutes of conversation with the PM about village tourism translated into an opportunity that has been benefiting several farmers and rural households to earn a sustainable income. Ritesh pointed out that such ability of the PM to have a massive depth as well as breadth about a subject is what made Prime Minister Modi a startup Prime Minister. Further said that not only travel and tourism, but Prime Minister Modi has the same level of ability and depth to discuss subjects pertaining to any industry. I have seen him having discussions about the expansion of data centers. How can we do well in renewable energy right from solar to ethanol? What all raw materials are required so that panels could be manufactured here in India? How can it benefit a company in the PLI scheme? Whenever we talk about infrastructure, we limit ourselves to roads, railways and highways, but whenever we meet him as a part of an industry delegation, I have seen him discuss even consumer electronics. India, this year, will be the single biggest country in electronics manufacturing, which rarely people know about. India has become a hotbed of drone manufacturing and research and innovation around it. In each of these industries, having such level of depth, in my view, is unparalleled, and that's what is making these industries grow quickly. Ritesh said Prime Minister Modi is an incredible listener. He narrated an instance from an event organized ahead of the union budget. He recalled what Prime Minister Modi had said at the event. Quoting the PM once again, he said, "If tourism needs to expand, we should make large-scale and long-term infrastructure investments through which the industry can avail its benefit." That Kevadia in Gujarat is a great example of this thought and how attractions around the Statue of Unity has helped a hotel industry flourish there. Forward-looking about 5, 10, 15 years about infrastructure is what I found fascinating about Prime Minister Modi as a long-term reformist and value creator. Went on to say that Prime Minister Modi has many attributes of an entrepreneur. He added, Prime Minister Modi thinks big in terms of impact, but before doing so he experiments it at a small scale. His ability is to look at large-scale initiatives and track its execution very closely. The OYO founder remarked, "Our country has a leader who is saying that we are not satisfied by being incremental. We are a country that has 1 billion plus people with the aspiration and inspiration to be the best.